Good day, viewers. This is Synergy Pathway TV. You are welcome yet again to this another wonderful broadcast in ways by which we try to champion solution to all the numerous problems confronting our dear nation Nigeria here at Synergy Pathway Television. In trying to find solution to our various problems, I've come to realize that there is a need as a nation for us to put square peg in square holes, round pegs in round holes, not the other way around. The only way we can find solution to our problems is for us to start doing the right thing. So many things are actually wrong in this our dear nation Nigeria. There is a short video I would like you to watch, and watch this short video analyzing how we have gotten it so bad. Let us listen to this our sister. Then I will come back with more shocking revelation, a snippet on how Boko'Haram started in Nigeria, what led to it. Please stay tuned. Watch this short video clip. I will be back.
Now, before we go into who currently owns the office, let's talk about what the Ministry of Defense is and what it requires. Ministry of Defense is the body responsible for national security. It is supposed to supervise the Nigerian armed forces, protecting our borders, overseeing defense policies, military intelligence, coordination of armed operations, procurement of weapons, and advising the president on all matters relating to national security, to the national security of the hundreds of millions of Nigerians across every nook and cranny of this country. Ideally, the Minister of Defense should be someone with very strong experience in military service. Someone with strong experience in military service, in national defense, national security, defense strategy, counterinsurgency operations, intelligence work, or at least expertise in defense administration. Someone who understands troop deployment, someone who understands conflict zones, military logistics, threat assessment, weapon procurement, and the very architecture of national security. Now, let's look at who we actually have as the Minister of Defense. Nigeria's current Minister of Defense is Bello Matawalle. Yes, the former governor of Zamfara State, the person who was the governor between 2019 to 2023. Yes, the same Zamfara that is one of the most terror-plagued states in the northern region. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is his qualifications for being the Minister of Defense, right? His background is that he started off as a teacher in a government girls' college in Morike and one other place in Zamfara State. Then he became a civil servant where he joined the Federal Ministry of Water Resources. And then he gave politics a shot where he ran and won a seat in the National Assembly, and he left the Federal Ministry of Water Resources. That is in 1998, and he has been in politics ever since. He held multiple political positions, including being a House of Reps member at some point before he became the governor of Zamfara State. And somehow, despite not having a single strand of military or defense-related experiences or expertise, not anywhere in his education or career, he is now in charge of national security for the entire country. This is a man who has never served in the armed forces, never officially trained in defense strategy, never managed a military operation, never worked in intelligence, and never handled any form of defense logistics. And yet somehow he is responsible for coordinating security operations against Boko Haram, against bandits, against multiple other terrorist groups and militant groups we have across the country. And here is what is more concerning to me personally. As the governor of Zamfara State, he could not control the insecurity in his state. Under his leadership, Zamfara remained one of the most terrorized states in Nigeria. But somehow, after failing to secure one state, he was put in charge of securing 36 states, including the FCT. And then we have the allegations. During his time as governor, he has been accused by the current governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, of basically frolicking with bandits. He has been accused of colluding with bandits, keeping bandits in the government house in Zamfara, paying ransom directly to terrorists, and procuring even vehicles for popular notorious bandit kingpins. When we say bandit kingpins, I mean people like Bello Turji. And if you think I was done, I'm not. Right after he left office, the FCC announced a massive investigation into allegations of extensive corruption, fraudulent contract awards, and the misappropriation of funds of over 70 billion naira during his administration. See, when I talk about politicization of insecurity in Nigeria, right, this is one of the very many examples of what I mean by that. When people with no defense experience, people with unresolved controversies, people who could not secure their own states, when these people are placed in charge of the national security of the entire country, it becomes clear that appointments are not based on competence, they're based on politics, on who knows who or who can do what for who in power. It stops being about governance, it stops being about protecting the people, and it starts being about protecting the interests of those in power. Now, whether the allegations are true or not, one thing here remains a fact. Nigeria deserves a Minister of Defense who...
Generally, most of the problem we are having in this country is not really the problems of Nigerians and Nigerians alone. They are foreign influence. I'm not talking about the militants coming from the Sahel, all those boys in the forest and all that. I'm talking about world powers who are behind most of the problems we are facing in this country. I want us to listen to Al-Mustafa as he analyzes the birth of Boko'Haram in Nigeria. How Boko'Haram came into an existence with the aid of foreign power influence. Let us watch this short clip, then we will come back.
1995, the need to look for resources to run African states became an issue. Nigeria was more or less totally bankrupt. The need to run Nigeria became an issue. Salary payment was difficult. Then Libyan government, along with Germany, decided to utilize a satellite from a private satellite company that has shares of government of Germany in it. They discovered uranium in abundance and in high quality, well spread in Niger. Out of curiosity, that leader and other leaders decided to say, scratch part of Nigeria and let's take a look. They were shocked with what they discovered. In Northeast, they discovered a portion, and that portion in part of Zambeza leading to Lake Chad. What was deposited there, this is not hearsay. I was in Libya, I was in attendance along with Nigeria's ambassador, two of us allowed, then he was later told to go, and I was left alone along with the Libyan leader and the German company and the owners of the satellite. What was kept there was capable of producing 10 Dubais. 1996, you can quote me in the eyes of this world, Mustafa said so. I'm not into rhetorics. I love this country, I stand for this country. We are already targeted and hated by numerous imagine. But if that is what they should do for us rendering service to Nigeria, then definitely they have not started. What we discovered at that material time was a shocker. So I asked questions as if I didn't to what they were saying. The Libyan leader then, may so rest in peace, said, and I quote, "I mean, what is in this place is enough for you to produce 10 Dubais, 1996. The product of this satellite was brought to Nigerian head of state by me. I brought the 2 metallic boxes. Where is it? Who took it? What happened? Where is the money?" Now hold on. What might interest you is what I'm going to say. Nigeria is poor. Your industries are dead. But hear this. 1999, November 1st, I was in prison. They came to make me in prison. And they asked me numerous questions on the way we were managing some certain things about Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention. They mentioned some names and commanders they required to do some certain jobs for them. But the question I asked is, was it for Nigeria? At the end of the day, to cut the story short, is to tell you that Boko'Haram was a calculated game. No, I'm begging you, see, I want us to listen with
sometimes I honestly feel like we people Nigerians.
Because
you hear what Al-Mustafa just said, Boko Haram was a calculated
and
game.
known to him, he is standing on an oasis. He is dying of thirsty. He is looking for water and busy praying. But the senses to dig the water and then come back alive is the problem of Nigeria. You are rich, you have it, you are scavenging for it. Most unfortunately. Now, from that time till now is 23 years. People might not tell you this, I'm telling you. I'm ready to be accused, abused, it doesn't matter. I am here. Precious stone has been what they have been taking. Boko Haram were our sons and daughters given a wrong indoctrination. Taking opium from Afghanistan, the hashish in the world, mixing some wood, a certain chemical. When they dip a date in it, and then after 4 hours, whosoever takes it becomes a robot. You are totally robotic. You will respond to orders. You will not feel pain. You will not think. You will not reason. They kill numerous soldiers, many widows in barracks, many orphans littered all over, many refugees scattered around Nigeria. Is labor aware? Keep that aside. The social ills created for Nigeria and Nigerians. What you may ask yourself is, how much of this real stone have they taken in 23 years? What has it contributed to Nigeria's growth? Did they build one single textile with the money? Who are the Nigerians colliding with their external factors? When did it start and how many regimes work with them? Can you even quantify the number of officers, soldiers killed, traditional rulers? Can you quantify the friction created between Muslims and Christians? When a bomb is lodged in a church, they will quickly write in the paper the next day, it was Mosque A that did it, and vice versa. They bomb the mosque and blame the church. It's not true. It's a game. So that when you fight yourself, when confusion keeps you aside, they are busy taking what you have. But you sit down. You see?
What I realized over time, I've been in service for almost 33 years. Anytime we seem to be succeeding, somebody throws something at us. And the question is, why? But you see, what we don't want is somebody sitting down somewhere and just assuming that things are happening when they are not. And that's one of the reasons why I came here, and I had the privilege of being here with Al Jazeera, and I want to say a big thank you. It's an opportunity to also present our countries. That place, people should understand that we're fighting a war. We need everybody to put hands together. Let us succeed. And the asymmetric warfare we're dealing with is not only to Nigeria alone. West Africa, the Sahelian area. And in fact, if actions are not taken, it's going to engulf the entire world. Like I told you, what I realized over time, I've been in service for almost 33 years. Anytime we seem to be succeeding, somebody throws something at us. And the question is, why? Is it because we're succeeding, or you don't want the country to move forward? What is the aim? What's the intent? That's the question we're asking.
Major Hamza Al-Mustafa retired just open our eyes and our understanding to the fact that the war currently going on is not by accident. It is not by ignorance. These are what is fueling it. And we have leaders up there who have these facts in their hands, who knows the truth. The question is this: why has human life become so worthless? You can't move from one part of the country. Okay, the only safest way to travel now is by air, which all of us have decided to rush into, even as expensive as it is. But my brothers and sisters, may God not let us see that day where we'll have to see traveling by air becoming also very risky. A lady was discussing with me yesterday, Saturday, that she has mixed feelings. I said, what is the problem? He said, I don't know if I will go to church tomorrow. Here in the city of Abuja. I don't know, because I feel very unsafe being in the church. We must commend the president and our security forces. Some people were saying ransom were paid for them to be returned. Some people were saying ransom was not paid. Whether it was paid, it wasn't paid. But those lives are back alive. For me, that is my joy. And I still want to commend the president and our security forces for making that possible. More needed to be done for the safety of lives and properties in Nigeria. Like I always tell us, this is where we come together to synergize to find solutions to our problems. In whatever way you think this problem can be solved, please put in your comment in our next broadcast. You will be sure that we will share with the whole world. Please share our program. It is the only way you can support us. If there is any way you want to partner with us, please, you know how to get across to us. Our information are there under the screen. You can get across to us. Thank you for staying tuned to our broadcast today. Tomorrow we will give you a fresh broadcast on the way forward on how we can tackle this insecurity in our dear nation, Nigeria. I still remain your humble presenter, Francis Greg. Until I come your way again, please like, share, and let us have your comment on how we can come together and save this our dear nation. Thank you and God bless.